G'day, my name's Damned, and today we're going to do a follow-up to the top secret video we did last week using the MoreCore rule set to play one of those old school favourites, the old TSR top secret spies and espionage game. Hope you enjoy it. So we've loaded up a blank MoreCore campaign, and I am going to start off by hitting the library and searching for my top secret module, which I've downloaded off the forums, and I'm going to activate that module, and in there we're going to see some pre-gen characters, some NPCs, some roles, some tables, and also some modifiers, and we'll use all of those briefly in this video. So you can see when I click on the module, the main one which is here at the moment is the pre-generated characters, because you use that from the screen. Everything else we use from the campaign tools on the right. So I've imported my Merle Rasmussen character. We're going to go and have a look at him just now. You can see we've got some primary roles, secondary roles, tertiary roles. I've got some weapons. I'll quickly just put a portrait on my character, and if I open up one of my primary roles, we can see the new role there is called TS Primary, and we do TS Primary P1 using the P1, which is the field entered on there, and this is a simple roll under check. It'll also accept modifiers. Secondary skills is the sum of, it's the average of the sum of two existing attributes, and they make up these, and these are the roles that you'll most often use in the game. Again, it's a roll under skill, and again it accepts modifiers. Tertiary ones are the sum of two other attributes, and they're not divided by two, it's just the sum of. And then we also have movement, which is the sum of three of our primary attributes, and that gives us a much higher number. And life level, which is the sum of two attributes divided by 10 and rounded up. So we have, our character has 13 hit points. You can drag that 13 up into the life level field up in the combat, which is normally called health, and I've just relabeled that as life level. We can see the damage roll uses a TS damage 2d10 roll, and the first dice determines whether it's a serious or a light wound. So it's 1 to 5 is a light wound, and 6 to 10 is a serious wound, and the second dice determines how much damage on a sliding scale. So we can see here, this is a serious abrasion, so it's only 2 points of damage, and this is a light incision, which is 3 points of damage. We're going to do the area of knowledge, so you hit the tables and you open up knowledge, and if you so my knowledge is 47, so I should get 5 areas of knowledge. I click on the roll button and it will roll. It's chosen animal science, and I've rolled a 29 for the score, which you would add 30 to the result as per the chat. So I'm going to add the value of 59 to this area of knowledge. We'll roll up a second one, and this time we've got current affairs, and we can drag current affairs from the chat window into our character sheet, and we rolled a 13 for the score, so add 50 is 63. We'll do one last one. Alright, we've rolled engineering industrial, and we've got a much better score here, 83 plus 30. So we have a knowledge, or a base score in that area of knowledge of 113. So that's a real strength of this character. Let's have a look at modifiers. So there's a whole bunch of different modifiers here. So they're grouped together. You've got target modifiers, attacker modifiers, how many hands you're using. We'll quickly add a couple of items to the combat tracker, and we'll see what combat looks like. So I've dragged Michael Witt in, he's our NPC, and I've also got Merle Rasmussen, our PC, and we're going to give Merle the first shot. He's going to target Michael. We're just going to do an offensive roll with his Browning at point blank range, just to give us something to roll on. So we click on the modifier for point blank range. Then we click on the offense, and we've rolled a 1, a nice sweet roll, guaranteed to hit. And we will then roll damage. Because we've targeted Michael, our damage roll, so it's a light puncture, so it's 7 points of damage, and you can see that's automatically applied that to Michael. So of his 9 health, he now has 7 health left. On Michael's attack, I'm going to quickly update that damage roll. On Michael's attack, we've got his offensive roll, so he's also got a Browning at point blank range, so plus 47 versus his plus 47 and his offense roll, and he has successfully hit. And when we roll damage, we will see that he's done a light abrasion, just a single point of damage to Merle. And we'll give Merle one last attack at our NPC. So he's at point blank range. We'll add some modifiers in here. A target is running, so that gives us minus 10. You can see that's added to the modifier box, so it's changed our plus 47 to a plus 37. And we are crawling. So this is interesting. He's walking, we're crawling, we're still at point blank range. Anyway, we'll make that roll, and again, a perfect 1. So Merle strikes a target again, rolls for damage, and it's a big hit. It's a serious fracture. 10 points of damage, and Michael is deceased. Thanks for watching. I hope that gives you an idea of some of the things that you can do in MoreCore straight out of the box. Thanks.